Welcome back to the channel, everyone. CryptoTakeOver here, coming back with another Bitcoin cryptocurrency video. Bitcoin making a nice little recovery here, sitting now at $53,500. So we're starting to see a nice little recovery happen in Bitcoin after its recent sell-off. We've broken through our resistance trend line that we've been kind of keeping a close eye on too. We found support on the 100 EMA, and we'll take a look at the charts here in a second, folks. But we have our article to take a look at here. Bitcoin rebounds strongly after hitting lowest since March. And yeah, that's right. So, obviously Bitcoin took a nice little fall off with some FUD that was trickling through the markets too as well. And now we're starting to see that recovery come Monday. So let's see what the rest of the week may be having here for us. And without further ado, let's go ahead and cue that intro too. All right, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell so that way y'all can stay updated each and every single video that we make on this channel. Don't forget that there's links in the description box below if you want to help support the channel too as well. And then we also have our private trading group page if you want to join us over there, learn about some of our alts that we're getting into, and just stay up to date with us 24/7. All right, let's see. So Bitcoin rebounds strongly after hitting lowest level since March. Okay, so it looks like we have wow. You can see stocks compared to Bitcoin here. This is the comparison of charts versus Bitcoin, and Bitcoin is definitely just outraining everyone. It's pretty crazy there. Bitcoin rallied back Monday as investors took advantage of the lowest levels in the 7 years to pile back in. Yep, and that's right. They all piled back in, folks, at that low. I think that was major FUD, obviously, just to manipulate the markets too as well. The largest cryptocurrency headed for a biggest gain since February 8th, around 52,700 at 9:35 a.m. in London. At one point, it rose as much as 10.4%. The digital asset had been mirrored in 2-week slump after reaching a record on April 14th, buoyed by enthusiasm from the Coinbase Global Inc. listing. Technical warnings from Wall Street, coupled with the collapse of the two crypto exchanges in Turkey at the end of last week, had depressed sentiment amid fears over a growing bubble. Monday's action shows some investors are buying the dip after a rout that pushed Bitcoin's below its 100-day moving average. The world is moving from centralized to decentralized. If you believe in the theme, it means the drop is a great buying opportunity, said Michael Sikorsky, chief executive of Copa Wealth Studios. In recent note, volatility has always created opportunity, and people keep being surprised by the new highs months over month and year over year. Billionaire Elon Musk, who in the past has affected prices with comments on Twitter, posted another potential reference to cryptocurrencies on Saturday. What does the future hodl? He asked, using a term often seen as a meaning, hold on for dear life. The supporters used this reference to buying and holding their digital assets. Bitcoin futures weren't pricing much more in way of future gains Monday. April contracts rose to 52,500, while those for May through September were mostly in $52,000 area, according to the data compiled by Bloomberg. Bitcoin created a large gap down last week that could stick around far longer than bulls would want to see. Okay, some cryptocurrencies linked stocks rose along Bitcoin. Monex Group gained, Remix Point. Bitcoin has done well over the medium term, retaining a gain of about 80% year to date as big name investors endorse it, and institutions from Goldman Sachs Group to Bank of New York Mellon advanced their offerings around cryptocurrencies. JP Morgan John Normand retired to the note of Friday that Bitcoin's ascent has been steeper than any other financial innovation or bubble for the past 50 years. Yeah, so they can definitely sense that, I think a shift is coming to the financial institutions as well. And, with this shift happening, it's going to give people an opportunity of a lifetime, really. It really is. So I hope that you're here, and not only an opportunity of a lifetime, but an opportunity for generational lifetimes to come too as well. So this is not only an opportunity for yourself, but for your kids and your grandkids too as well. I believe that they'll be looking at you, to say like, wow, you really, if it wasn't for you, we wouldn't have been here. We wouldn't have made the difference in our lives. So I think that this is the one of the best opportunities we've seen in a long time, and I hope that you're here to stick around for it too as well. So folks, without further ado, we're going to jump on over into the charts, get started over there. All right, so taking a look at Bitcoin charts here on the daily. First, let's take a look at the price here. Bitcoin price sitting right at about $53,600, and lo and behold, you can kind of see here on our daily chart we had held nice support on the 100 EMA, which is this red EMA line, and then we are also bouncing through our resistance trend line here, through our yellow resistance trend line, and we have $60,000 sitting up here at the top. So let's see if we can get that nice push back up to $60,000. That'd be nice for us to break through that too as well. Looking at Market Cipher B, Market Cipher is definitely telling us that it looks like we are ready to put in a green dot here. We do have our money flow that has been kind of trickling off here on Market Cipher, so we need to remain a little cautious that there's not the amount of volume that we would relatively be expecting coming into the bull market. But honestly, if we start to see this recover, we start to see our momentum wave head back to the zero pivot point, then yeah, more than likely we're going to continue further up here too as well. So let's continue to kind of zoom in here just to get a quick reference. Let's take a look at our 6-hour chart, see what's happening with our 6-hour. 6-hour buy signal has signaled for us here on Market God. Market God's given us our buy signal. We're starting to see our first lime green candlestick patterns with our decent trader indicator. And lo and behold, looking at Market Cipher too as well, Market Cipher has given us somewhat of a light bullish divergence here as well. It does look like we are starting to see this stair step pattern back up to our zero pivot point. The only thing I would remain a little cautious about, VWAP still looks really, really strong here too, folks. We had the nice a nice push to the upside here to also get us up above the resistance trend line for us on our candlestick patterns. One thing that I would just say is that our money flow is still moving in the red here, but this does give us an opportunity to start recovering to the upside if we get above the zero pivot point with our momentum wave. So things look relatively strong here on the 6-hour too as well. Let's take a look at the 4-hour chart, see what's happening there. 4-hour chart, can also see that our money flow is still sitting pretty heavily into our red right now, so we could see a rollover, maybe a retest back at this trend line once again. I have no doubt that we'll come back and possibly retest this trend line as support and then maybe make a bounce from there. One thing that I'm going to kind of keep a close eye on here is some type of maybe rounded structure here towards the bottom. So if we get the dip back down to retest this trend line as support, we could be moving out to the side just a little bit more before we decide to come back up to that $60,000 area. I would be looking for more of a rounded structure here to the back up to 60,000, maybe not a straight shot, but possibly coming up to retest this resistance trend line for us, this green trend line right at about $57,000 or so. Take a look at the 2-hour chart. Let's see what's going on over here. 2-hour chart. 2-hour chart. I do like the looks of the 2-hour chart here just because Market Cipher is also telling us that our money flow is kind of headed to the upside here. It does look like it's starting to lessen on our red money flow part. We want to see our red money flow start to move back into that greenish territory. It does look like our VWAP starting to clip down here just a tad bit. So I'd be prepared for a little bit of sideways movement, more or less, and then maybe hold support above our zero pivot point to continue maybe a little bit further of a bull rally. So if we continue in just a little bit more, let's see where we've gotten our highest buy signals at. 8 hours giving us a buy signal. Take a look at our 12-hour. 12-hour has not given us a buy signal yet. So we're looking at the 10-hour. 10-hour has given us a buy signal with Market God. So now we want to start to see these buy signals start to signal for us on the 12-hour and the daily. I do know some people have been a little worried about the hash ribbons indicator giving us a capitulation sign. Folks, what I can tell you about the capitulation sign with the hash ribbons is that we've gotten this hash ribbon sell signal before during our bull market. And during our bull market, it doesn't always lead to a sell-off, but you can guarantee you that once you see that buy signal start to indicate for us that we're going to probably make a gigantic move after that. So So I'm expecting possibly a little bit more sideways movement after the capitulation sell signal with our hash ribbons indicator. But if we start to move out to the side, we see our buy signal pop off for us, then we're probably going to be making a relatively nice move past $60,000. I think that we're probably going to have a really, really big move once this hash ribbons capitulation buy signal goes off for us for here in the near term future. So what I also wanted to look at, 90-minute time frame, taking a look at the 90-minute money flow starting to move back into that. It's just starting to neutralize out here on Market Cipher. So if we zoom in on Market Cipher, we can see that our money flow starting to neutralize out, possibly wanting to move back into that greenish territory for us too as well. Taking a look back at the 4-hour, 6-hour, where are we not in our red money flow just yet? Not until higher time frames. So 2-day chart, 3-day chart. Money flow is still looking relatively good. We did get a push back down to our 21 EMA on some of these higher time frames. Sell signal on the 4-day has disappeared, so that's a nice little sign for us too as well. The sell signal on our 4-day was flashing for us for a while, but it has disappeared now. So I think that we could possibly start to see that recovery here on the 21 EMA of the 4-day chart, which is right at about $51,000. So if we get a close below that, we're definitely looking for further downside. Same with the daily 100 EMA. We want to make sure that we hold support above the daily 100 EMA, which is sitting right now at about $50,000 or so, and making sure that we hold nice support above that to continue our rally here. So things are looking good, folks. We did find nice support for Bitcoin too as well. I know Ethereum has been kind of taking off here for a little while as well. I'll do a deeper analysis on that for my private members. So if you want to join us in our private trading group, you can. We use Patreon as a payment processor. So if you want to join us through there, everything that we post is located on Discord. So if you join us through Patreon, just make sure that you have a Discord username and we'll get you all set up. And then if you want to pay with crypto, you can message me on Discord too. I'd happily take care of you. And so with that being said, folks, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell so that way y'all can stay up to date. Don't forget to check the links in the description box below. There is a 5% off discount code if you're wanting to get Market Cipher down there in the description box too as well. So shout out to CryptoFace and letting him help us support his indicator package on this channel as well. And with that being said, folks, stay safe out there if you are trading, but make sure that you are also dollar cost averaging too as well, and not dipping into your hodl stash just like Elon Musk suggests. So with that being said, I'll see you all in the next one. CTO signing out. Peace.